Well, good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jurnee Taylor here alongside with meteorologist Tracy Bean. We want to start, of course, with today's severe weather threat and the flooding that could follow. Tracy, we are in a weather impact alert day for the next several days. In fact, can you tell us what we need to know right now?
Well, we are going to need to prepare for the severe weather that is headed our way. We're already starting to see a few of those storms pushing in, but take a look at this severe weather risk map. This is from the Storm Prediction Center, and normally you don't see that purple color. That is something that is very rare. Now, this morning when I came in, we did have a highlighted area. It was just around the Jonesboro, West Memphis area. It was that just right there was purple. And as we continued through the day, the Storm Prediction Center did go ahead and extend that through Stuttgart and Pine Bluff. Now we are looking at a lot of the state as well in that moderate category and enhanced, and sometimes enhanced is as big as we get here in Arkansas, and just more nervous about that moderate category. But again, this is the severity of these storms, those possibilities. Now, that is not something to scare everyone. We're just talking more about being prepared. That is the key for everything. Let's hit the highlights real quick. We've got a wind advisory, 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained winds and gusting up to 50 miles per hour, and talking about that flooding risk, particularly dangerous situation, meaning we are going to have some excessive rainfall over the next few days. The stationary boundary is just going to camp out in southern Arkansas, and we are going to continue to just get round after round of rainfall, and that is going to build up quickly. Now, taking a look at our live radar, starting to see a few of those storms again pushing into northwest Arkansas. Those watches and warnings have been canceled that were out there, but we do have a tornado watch for portions of Arkansas, and this is until 4 p.m. today. So we're already starting to see the planning for this from the National Weather Service, and that's something to keep in mind as well, that everything is looking like we are going to have some storms, we are going to have some severe weather, and all modes of that are possible. Tornadoes, hail, the wind, and flooding as well. Hour by hour forecast for today. Again, a bit windy out there right now, and we need that sun to go away. We need some cloud cover just to make sure those storms don't get any more intensive, but we're going to start to see those roll through our area around 5:30, 6 o'clock tonight, and again, some of those could be very severe. Let's talk about exactly what and the timing on everything coming up in my forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Tracy, thank you. Well, our team isn't the only ones preparing for the severe weather. Cities, counties, and even schools are doing what they can to make sure everyone is safe and ready. On your screen are a few districts around Central Arkansas making changes based on today's expected severe weather. Just hours ago, Little Rock and North Little Rock announced they're dismissing students early. Other schools like Conway, Pine Bluff, Watson Chapel, and Bryant are doing the same. Again, these are just a few of the districts making changes due to weather. You can find our full list right now on THV11.com. Now, as Tracy mentioned, we could also see some historic rainfall over the next several days, and flooding could cause trouble for a large part of the state. That's why state and local agencies are doing what they can to prepare. That includes the Division of Emergency Management. It's getting ready to activate what it calls its Emergency Operations Center. Depending on how serious the impacts are, the agency will coordinate with the National Guard, Corps of Engineers, and National Weather Service, and even federal partners to organize response and assistance.
We're trying to just make sure that we can help the citizens of Arkansas out to the best of our ability, and provide resources to those counties and those individuals that are affected by whichever storm, in this case, the severe weather or the flooding.
But with an event like what we have forecast, with the amounts of rain that we're seeing forecasted, folks may need sandbags to protect their homes, their doors, their basements, and to keep water out of their buildings.
And you just heard from Faulkner County Judge Alan Dotson. The area has a history with flooding. Judge Dotson and his team are getting sandbags ready. You can learn more about where to pick those up and other areas handing them out on THV11.com. And the main message from emergency officials and our team is to have an emergency plan in place before storms arrive. Adam has resources on its website to help you out. And be sure to download the THV11 app on your mobile devices. That's where you can find weather impact alerts, follow radar, and watch us live tracking severe weather, even if your power goes out. It's available in the App Store, Google Play for free. A major priority for Governor Sarah Sanders hitting a roadblock this week. A proposal for an additional $750 million for a new state prison failed on the Senate floor. The bill needed 23 of the state's 35 senators to vote in favor of it. It received 19, with 10 senators voting against it and 3 abstaining. The big concern for some lawmakers is that the, quote, real price tag of the plan has been fluid, but others say that's less important than the need for more prison space. The sponsors tell us they plan to bring it back and try again. In other news, the man accused of shooting and killing a woman outside of Park Plaza Mall is pleading not guilty. 18-year-old Abdel Rahman Ahmed Salam is charged with the January killing of Cynthia Gregory. Tuesday, he and his lawyers entered the not guilty plea on grounds of mental disease or defect. He's scheduled for a mental evaluation, and we're expecting an update on the results in early August. And the longest standing inmate on Arkansas's death row, Bruce Ward, has died in state prison. The Department of Corrections says he died of natural causes yesterday at Bonner Supermax. Ward was convicted of killing 18-year-old Rebecca Doss in 1989. He avoided execution in 2017 after his lawyers argued he was mentally unfit and never properly evaluated. The Trump administration is calling today one of the most important days in modern history as the president prepares to unveil his plan for reciprocal tariffs on a broad range of countries that tax U.S. goods. President Trump will unveil the tariffs later this afternoon, and they'll take effect as soon as he's done. While the administration says the tariffs will generate hundreds of billions of dollars in revenue and bring jobs back to the United States, economists say it will take time.
We are focused on restoring the golden age of America and making America a manufacturing superpower.
Even if it does, that requires new factories to be built. That doesn't happen overnight.
Now, while we don't know the exact details of the plan, it will likely impact countries that have big trade deficits with the U.S. government, like China, the European Union, and Mexico. Well, remembering a Hollywood icon, a look back at the life and legacy of actor Val Kilmer, still ahead.
And we are looking at 4 storms to push in. We've got several days of severe weather to talk about Wednesday through Friday and some flooding potential. Stay with me. We'll talk more about this forecast and the timing coming up.
And don't forget, new local shows are streaming on THV 11 Plus right after this newscast. Here's a look at what you'll see over the next couple of hours. Remember, you can download THV 11 Plus on your TV and watch for free. And that now includes people with Samsung TVs. We're back after this.